5,30,000 rupees in revenue. This is how much we have helped our client in her online coaching business within just 12 weeks. We have been using this strategy, which has been used from a very small set of people in the market. And out of those small set of people, very few people are able to crack the code and generate these kind of results. I'm going to break down everything, entire strategy in front of you today. So, if you're a coach or a consultant, you're in for a treat. I guarantee you, you are going to get a massive amount of value in this video. But what I want from you is only one thing. That one thing is your attention. Stick till the end because this exact strategy has generated this client and not generated. She went from zero, I repeat, from zero to 5.3 lakh rupees. So here's the case study. Okay. How exactly we helped our coaching client scale 5.3 lakh in just 12 weeks. The problems that she had before working with us were she was not clear with her niche or she never had an offer. Second thing, she didn't knew what kind of a funnel would be the best thing to go about. Like she was thinking she want to go with a paid webinar or a free webinar or a 2-day event funnel sort of a thing. There were multiple other ideas from her initially, but we said that let's table it down and we'll come back to all those things later before we have something crazy for you. Third thing was she didn't knew how to take sales calls. She didn't know how to take follow-ups. At the beginning, she was not very good at it. But again, we came down to that and we helped her out. She had no idea about creating a sales system or a lead generation system which can work on automation for her. And last part was she didn't know how to create or even charge high ticket for her coaching program. Many of you, because you are watching this case study, you are struggling in charging high ticket because you don't know what is high ticket. You think like if you have a lot of followers, only then you can charge high ticket, but that's not the reality. Okay, she is still having only 500 or 600 followers, not more than that. She has generated this kind of revenue. Okay, so you don't need a lot of followers or a lot of money initially to generate this kind of revenue. After working with us, what we helped her out first was audience and niche and offer. So, an offer that her audience actually wanted that got her great and amazing results like closing ratio. Second was um, a beginner friendly funnel that makes the process simple and easy to follow. The process that we use, and I'm going to share it with you as well. It's easy, it's simple, and you guys can use it by your own self. Okay. Third thing was we gave her our ultimate sales script and taught her our sales techniques. She went from like she tried to do a few sales call previously, never able to close it. So she went from closing zero at zero conversion ratio to 20% close rate. Okay. We created a lead generation system and got her quality leads every single day on automation. She didn't have to do anything else. Okay, we helped her in structuring her coaching program, which she sold at 40,000 initially for one or two people, and now it is 45,000 for her clients. So again, a crazy transformation right over here itself. So what she thought as a system, Joe, she was thinking that we can use. So initially, what she wanted to do is like she wanted to post content daily to get more clients or do weekly paid webinars. And she wanted to close high ticket sales on the webinar itself. And a lot of you must be doing this thing or you're thinking of doing it. All right. I'll break it down why you don't have to do it. I'll give you the numbers. Here it is. The problem with the webinars is, especially with the paid ones, they're too costly. The lead cost is very high. A lot of big competitors are investing six-figure ad budget per day. That means at least a lakh or more than that. I know personally there are a few people who are investing 4 lakh to 5 lakh or even 6 lakh rupees per day. You can't compete with them if you don't have a budget like this. A lot of you might not have this kind of revenue per month, how much they are actually investing on the daily ad budget. So let's not do that. Okay. Second thing, let's say you still It's like, Vishist, you're stupid, you don't know anything. There are a lot of people who are telling us to do paid webinars. Let me do that. Okay, go for it. Let's say one single paid lead for your webinar, it's like 99 rupees they have to pay. The ad budget to get one single person to pay for your webinar would be around 700 to 1000 rupees. Now, in order to generate 100 leads, you have to invest somewhere around 70,000 to 1 lakh rupees ad budget. Show up ratio is 30%. Right now, you know it, everybody knows it. Unless or until you are a big personality, you have a great personal brand, nobody is going to show up just like that. 99 rupees is not a big deal in order to make them feel serious enough to be in the webinar. So only 30% would be the show up rate if you did everything properly, the whole system. 30 people would be showing up till the end. Only 25 people would be left. Like I'm telling you, there would be more people who would be dropping, but let's say 5 people dropped out of your webinar, which is fine. Now you close your whatever the ticket size that you have for your coaching program, you're closing 5 to 10%, and I'm being very optimistic over here. If you're doing it for the very first time, there are chances you would be closing at 0%, which is quite normal because you're starting. But let's say you're doing 5 to 10%. That means you're closing 1 to 3 clients. And I can bet you there are not a lot of people who are able to close for more than 15,000 rupees per webinar. So let's connect the dots over here. You invested close to 70,000 to 1 lakh rupees. And I'm not like calculating the cost of tools, systems, a team who would be doing it, nothing like that. You're doing it by your own self, nothing much. Still, at 70,000 rupees you invested, you generated what? If you're selling a product worth of 15,000 rupees, you're generating 45,000, you're in loss 25,000 rupees on every single webinar. Now, this is how everything goes when you're doing paid webinars. This is the reality. And if you're doing free webinars, your closing rate should be way less than this. Like 5% is too much. Like this is a crazy result for a lot of people on free webinars. So don't do webinars if you're a beginner or you are just generating 50 to 60,000 rupees barely every single month. Don't do webinars. Okay. Our system, what we exactly do and how we helped our client to do that was, there's a system where we attract. So there's an attraction system where we use content and ads to reach our target audience. Okay, then only interested people come to this part where we build authority. So we have an authority system, authority building system, and qualification system. Why? To eliminate people who are just exploring, not in a state of buying. Now, I'll be very honest, out of the entire market, out of 100% people, only 3% people are ready to buy right now. That's why they're just waiting. Who is the right person and I'll pay. Okay. But for those 3% people, everybody is running ads. Every single person. So if they have to sell this bottle or this laptop or this eyewear, or a coaching program in life coaching, relationship coaching, money making coaching, whatever it is, everybody are targeting those. So do you think you would be able to compete with everybody? I believe not. You can't. But there are rest of the 97% people who are still who still want some education, who still want some nurturing and trust building. So, in order to understand if these people are from the top tier or the lower tier, you need to qualify them. So, you need to have a qualification system. That's what we use for our client. And after that, we have a closing system. So only those people who are qualified, who we think are on the edge of buying. It's just that there are few things which are left. They think they don't know you, they don't know how your process works, so they are skeptical if this particular thing would work or not. So they would like to have a one-on-one call with you. So what we do is we get them over our one-on-one calls, and we charge at least 30,000 or more than that. Above 30,000 only. 30,000 is should be minimum, so that you can generate humongous amount of profits. That's how the whole system works for you. Okay. So over there in the closing system, we use our ultimate sales script that makes people ready to invest on your program. It's a copy paste script. You don't have to do much. A bit of customization is required, which our team takes care of. Results were crazy. We generated 615 leads from this. Only the interested people. Out of which we got 59 sales call booked, and these are show up. It's around 77 or 87 people who booked the call. 59 showed up, and she closed 12 clients. 20.33% of closing rate. Here is the update on the sheet. Okay, so you can see the green marks right over here. Okay, so this is a crazy result. How we did that? Well, here it is. What we did was the first step. We optimized our client's profile in a manner that builds an authority and credibility for her audience in front of our target audience. We created content not for virality. You go to her page, you will find out her content went to what max to max 1,000 reach or 1,000 views on her content, not more than that. Maximum content are getting 500 views only. And that's, I'm being very honest. We are not working on virality. We are not focusing on algorithm and all. We are creating content that makes sense to people. That actually, if a person watches it, they would find that, okay, this is the person who would help me out. That's how the content has been made. So we create content not for virality, but for showcasing, but to showcasing our authority in this space, authority building system. Okay. With this, people who come to our page knows our client in a client is a very serious coach who knows how to help her clients and achieve results, which attracts only serious candidates for our sales call. Make sense? Now, how to build this authority? What kind of authority system? First, I'll share our own profile. Now, you know Sabha, she's my business partner. Okay, she has been doing great on socials. That's why we have a bit of follower base. But the point is, we don't focus on that. It's been almost 2.5 years. We have been out of the game of vanity metrics, how many leads, how many reach, how many followers, how much reach, how much likes and subscribes we have got, whatever it is. We don't care it. I can't even remember those things. But what we did is we did something very crazy. What we did, we created a name which was optimized. We created a handle which was optimized for our industry. Okay. Of course, this is helping right now, not previously, but we have very clearly mentioned we help female coaches to scale their coaching business from 70,000 rupees to 3 lakh rupees per month using our ASA system. 5 years of experience is what we have mentioned. This is our authority building. You can go on the page and you can check it out more. We have also given a call to action to DMS. That's it. Our highlights are very pretty clear. We mentioned this thing, what kind of things we are providing. We had a mini IG course, a free course that we provided previously. Okay, then we have a lot of client success and client reviews. You can see 3 particular highlights just for that. We also got a best agency award. You can see it over here. So that is also mentioned. We have got 2 major case studies, a part of what we are shooting right now. So that helps our client to believe these are the people who can get me results. These are not just another social media managers or funnel builders or an agency who would just come, take my money and go away. That's not how we work, and this is how our content actually speaks out loud. Okay. Same we did for Kanchan. She is our client. She's a expert in soft skills. She's a soft skill trainer. She has worked for big companies like Birla Soft, HCL, Dr. Lal Path and all. So what we did, you can see her profile image is like on spot with a smile, with a big smile, which attracts a lot of people. And this is what we need, builds more trust. Second, you can see the name, the handle, just 917 followers today. 3 months pehle, it was not like that. Okay. Turning soft skill trainers into high paid trainers. 17 years of corporate experience, trained 20,000 pros, trusted by big companies like HCL, Birla, Dr. Lalpeth, DM trainer. Just this, not a big thing. Okay. You can see we have mentioned about testimonials, her ebook. There are multiple FAQs because her program was just getting started. She just dropped out of her job a few months back before we started. So she didn't had a lot of testimonials of her program, but we still had a very big credibility factor for her and we used it accordingly. Okay. We created her content like that, which got her great results. Okay. So this is how you build authority on your page. Once the person comes to your page, they see and they feel like, okay, this person can help me out. Next step is generating high quality leads. For high quality leads, we started running high quality ads for her. We didn't rely upon Instagram algorithm as I mentioned before. We build a predictable business for our clients and for ourselves also. And that's why we run ads and check how much money it takes to generate qualified leads for our client. So we understood how much money it will take to get a qualified lead. What is a qualified lead? Let me just clear it out. A qualified lead is not someone who would just come to your call. You are going to pitch them and they are going to pay you on the call itself. They are going to give you objection. They are going to say, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, whatever it is, whatsoever it is. Everybody does that. With our experience, we know, we have seen people who are saying we don't have money and they are having everything. They're going for vacation, they're doing this, that, everything. And then they come back and they pay more than what we initially asked. So money is not an issue over here. But the quality lead is that in her case, because she's coaching only trainers, corporate trainers. So if the lead is a corporate trainer and looking to get more higher paid clients for training gigs, that is a quality lead. So if you're a life coach, let's say, and you help people, you help working women and getting rid of their anxiety and stress. So your quality lead or a qualified lead would be a working woman who is having a lot of anxiety and stress related to her work or related to her life. That is a quality lead. Okay, once we are clear about the cost per lead and cost per quality lead, then we just have to increase the ad budget to get more leads every single day. That's how we do. For the very first month, we do a lot of testing. We get to know if we are getting good amount of leads or not. With good amount of leads, we get good amount of data set, and that's how we identify what is working and what is not. Is the lead, are the leads are quality lead or not, or what we have to change. Okay. In the step 3 or a part of step 2, it's a part of step 2 only. Here's a lead generation system. Okay, you can see we have invested just 31,000 rupees in 12 weeks. Matlab, average of 10,000 in ad, and we have generated 5.3 lakh rupees. Crazy, right? Crazy. Here are the screenshots of this. You can see from 1st May to 21st July, we were doing this campaign was working great. And because in the last half or last week, we thought we need to test something out. We created a different ad campaign. You can see over here, we generated 133 leads over here, and it costed us almost 50 rupees for every single lead. Over here, you can see again 50 rupees, 482 leads. So we generated 615 leads who were interested in the offer. Maybe not qualified, but they were interested in the offer. They might not come over right now over the call, but in future. So we need to also nurture them. But the crazy part over here is this. This is the most craziest part. You just have to you invested just 31,000 rupees in ads and you generated 5.3 lakh. Just think how much is the ROI. You made 5 lakhs ka profit. It's crazy. And we ran ads for them. So lead generation system was the second. Okay. So the third step was we asked a lead to book a personalized one-on-one call. And with our ultimate sales script, okay, our client closed at the rate like majorly or generally what we do is we give them the script and they close between 15% to 30%. That means out of every 10 client, you actually close 2 to 3 high ticket sales. That's how she has generated 5.3 lakh rupees in just 12 weeks. Okay. So you can see this is the system that I'm talking about. Small, simple, and authoritative. This is what people are struggling with. Okay. Let me give a small recap to you. Okay. So first, attraction system. We optimized our IG profile, created content that built authority rather than focusing on virality. We started running high quality lead generating ads that attracted our exact target audience. We built our authority and did qualification. Not everybody was interested who was interested into our offer were the quality leads. So we got them over a call, and over there we tried before bringing them over a call, we closed them. We qualified them in order to understand what they are actually looking for. Once they are qualified in the closing system, we just gave them our ultimate sales script. She's getting amazing result. And because of the whole system, a very simple system, which you can use by your own self, we are getting crazy results for our clients. This was one. You have another two people who has got crazy amazing results from our system. So the point over here is you can use it by your own self, or you can ask us to help you out over here. So if you're looking for such kind of a thing, you can DM me on my Instagram or Sabah, scale the term scale, and we can have a discussion and understand if you apply for our system or not. Okay. So this was pretty much it. This was the whole strategy. If you are a coach or a consultant, I'm sure you might have got an amazing amount of value. All the very best. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe. Thank you.